Toland?
Yes?
It's time. This place is quiet.
Too quiet. Where's Dredgen Yor?
Stay alert. He could be anywhere.
You would challenge me? You think you're so clever, marching into my fortress with all your righteous arrogance. But you're not clever, are you? You're just a ragtag group of desperate, pathetic nobodies.
Face me, you coward!
Take your shot, swordsman. All of your allies are dead or dying, swordsman. Do you have any last words to say before you join them?
Toland! Help! Help me!
I got what I came for. I'm sorry, Shinobu.
Toland! Toland!
Poor Shinobu, all alone. You have two choices, two absolutes. You can willingly kneel before me, serve me with all your heart and soul, lose yourself to something you could never understand. Or you could defy me. You could choose pain, 1,000 lifetimes of agony. I would kill you slowly, excruciatingly, countless times over until you break completely.
You talk too much.
Pain it is.
So, this is the new resistance base.
You were at the old one?
I was part of the resistance during the war against Oryx, until it got too much for me. I'd seen too much bloodshed, too much death. There were days where I thought about just ending it all, one way or another.
But you didn't.
No. 4 years into the war, I disappeared. I left everything behind. The Resistance, Oryx, Dredgen Yor. I lived in the Cosmodrome in Old Russia for a year, totally alone. It was peaceful, somehow.
And then Toland came to recruit you.
I was initially reluctant to join him, but in the end, he convinced me the opportunity was just too good to ignore. I would give anything to take that decision back. I should have known not to trust Toland, but it just sounded too good to be true.
What did he do to you?
Not now. Please. I'll tell you someday, but not today. I'm not ready for that.
Toland has a habit of causing collateral damage. The Resistance would be wise to remember that.
I'll keep an eye on him then.
Good. Let's go tell Ariana about Toland's weapon.
Long time no see, Ariana.
You.
Still upset about Venus?
Do not move, or I'll blow you and your ghost back to hell.
Ariana, it's okay. He's here to help.
Eris, Omar, Tarlo, Sai, Mota, you killed them, Toland.
Oryx killed them. I merely elected not to save them.
What's the difference? You knew Oryx was going to attack. You knew. And you went behind our backs with Dredgen Yor to keep it a secret.
If Oryx hadn't been stopped, countless more innocents would have been slaughtered. I made the right decision.
There's more than two choices in a war. They didn't have to die for you to bring Oryx down.
I disagree.
Enough! Toland's done terrible things, but we have to put that aside for now.
Shinobu's right. We can't be at each other's throats over old grudges. We have to agree on a strategy to take down Dredgen Yor, now that we have Toland's weapon.
The weapon isn't finished yet, so I'm going to have to go to Mars to get Rasputin to encrypt it.
I'm going with you.
You sure? I thought you guys hated each other.
We do, but I'm the best person to watch him in case he tries something.
I don't appreciate having a chaperone tagging along.
I don't appreciate being betrayed and left to die.
Toland, go with her. That's an order.
I don't take orders, Wei. Not from you.
Take orders from me, then.
All right, Ariana. I'll play your little games. But don't expect me to stick to the rules. Wait. I'm picking up life forms.
And?
This place is supposed to be deserted. Take cover!
Look what we have here. 2 pathetic resistance rejects.
Uros. Still Dredgen Yor's lapdog, I see.
Ha! Those are fighting words, Toland. You prepared to back them up? Deal with him. Any last words, Shinobu?
You are blinded by your own greed. Dredgen Yor is using you. He'll kill you as soon as you're no longer useful to him.
He's all talk. When push comes to shove, I'll survive. I always have.
Not this time you won't.
You think I haven't thought about this? I'm not stupid. I know I don't stand a chance against Dredgen Yor in combat, but as long as I'm useful to him, he wouldn't dare touch me. Besides, there's more than one way to kill a god.
Dredgen Yor isn't a god.
What's the difference? There's not a damn thing in this solar system he doesn't know about. And in the end, even gods die.
So why not join the Resistance? They'd be more than happy to accommodate you.
Like I said, I'm not stupid. Defecting to the Resistance puts a mile-wide target on my head, and I don't plan on living the rest of my life being hunted across the system. Plus, Dredgen Yor pays me pretty well.
That's what this is all about for you? Money?
A girl's gotta make a living, Shinobu. And being a shadow has its perks. Now, my job is to bring you in, dead or alive.
Good luck with that.
You might want to check on Saint 14. I think I slit his throat one too many times.
This isn't over. I'm collecting that price on your head.
That was impressive stalling back there.
Thanks. How'd you manage to beat Saint 14?
He's easy enough to handle as long as you don't let him hit you.
Ariana, I just received a message from Toland.
Ariana, Wei, I've started encrypting the weapon. We had to fend off an attack from the shadows, but they weren't so tough. Anyway, me and Shinobu are going to stay here until the weapon is finished, which should be in a few weeks. Toland out.
Weeks? We can't wait that long.
Be patient, Ariana. There's no reason to rush this.
If the shadows found Toland and Shinobu, how long will it be before they come for us?
We don't know how they tracked Toland and Shinobu, and if they were going to attack us, they would have done it a long time ago. We just have to wait until Toland's weapon is ready.
No, I've waited 6 years for this. I'm not waiting any longer.
Ariana, please. Without Toland's weapon, any attack on Yor will be suicide.
That's what he wants us to believe. He knows we're too afraid to stand up to him. He knows we wouldn't dare. But if we attack him, we'll catch him off guard. He doesn't stand a chance against all of us.
That's the same mistake Toland made.
Toland's insane. I'm not.
All right. Tell the others to prepare for a fight. But this is on your head now. If we fail, you're taking the blame.
Fine by me.
Hey, how's the encryption going?
Slowly.
When I was stalling Oros, I told her Dredgen Yor would betray her.
And she agreed with you.
Yeah. She said he wouldn't touch her as long as she was useful to him. And she hinted that she might try to assassinate him if it came to that.
That woman is a professional liar. She'd say anything to knock you off balance.
I don't know. She seemed serious.
Uras genuinely believes that she's safe as long as she's useful. She's so arrogant, she thinks she's invincible. But she's not.
Huh. What about Saint 14? He doesn't say much.
He's the stronger of the two shadows, believe it or not. Everything he ever stood for, the city, the speaker, the walls, has all been destroyed by Dredgen Yor. That kind of loss is easy to manipulate if you know how. After a grueling conditioning process, Saint 14 is now deathly loyal to his master.
Whereas Oros is just a mercenary.
Sort of. I suspect she stays on Yor's side out of self-preservation, but she's more independent than Saint 14. She would survive if he died.
Whereas Saint 14 wouldn't?
You have to understand what the man has been through. He's lost everything, and a soldier like him has to fight for something. He knows Dredgen Yor might be wrong, but he's so desperate for a cause to truly believe in that he doesn't care. If Yor dies, he loses everything all over again. Just like last time.
How do you know all this stuff anyway?
I spent years researching Dredgen Yor, and when we were on the Dreadnought together to kill Oryx, I got the chance to ask him a few questions.
Like?
Wait a minute. I'm getting a transmission in.
Toland, I need the location of Dredgen Yor's fortress.
Why?
We're attacking.
Who made that decision?
Ariana.
Oh, clever, Ariana. Or at least she thinks it's clever.
Toland, the location.
The Dreaming City. Coordinates 117-237. And give Ariana my regards, won't you?
Osiris out.
What was that about?
Ariana is spearheading an attack on Dredgen Yor.
But that's suicide!
Exactly.
We're not going, are we?
No. I need to stay here to guard the weapon. And apparently, you need to stay here to guard me.
This is going to be a long few weeks then.
This is it. Stick together, team.
I just hope Pahanine managed to get inside and figure out where the throne room is. Why couldn't Toland send us blueprints?
This place doesn't have blueprints.
That's far enough.
We're not looking for trouble, Marin.
Neither am I. Turn back and go home, and I'll keep my mouth shut.
You know we can't do that.
Be reasonable, please. I don't want this to end in bloodshed.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Pahanine. Still mad over that night we spent on Venus?
I don't normally appreciate being strangled, but given it was you who was doing the strangling.
You look cute when you're struggling to breathe. Let's see if I can recreate that.
Guys, you go on ahead. I got this.
Are you sure? I'm just wondering, because the last time you two met...
Hush, child. Adults are talking. Now go, all of you. Shoot, shoot, shoot!
You have one chance to leave this place, you pathetic resistance rats.
And if we don't?
Then I'll put all of you 10 feet under.
Ariana, wait! Where are you going?
We're going to find Dredgen Yor. You and Osiris need to hold off Oros long enough for us to get a shot at Yor.
Hey, Hammerhead!
You've gotten better since last time.
Thanks, darling. Wanna grab some drinks after this is over?
You're assuming I haven't killed you by then.
Take your shot then, sweetheart.
This place is quiet.
Too quiet.
Come on, let's keep moving.
You're going to pay for everyone you've killed. You hear me?
Blood will have blood.
What does that mean?
Rage will give you strength, but vengeance will hollow you out. It is worth learning the difference between them.
I didn't come here for a philosophy class. Are we going to fight or not?
You are not but sound in fury, Ariana. Fight me if you wish. It changes nothing. You will lose, and someone will die.
Ariana!
Wei, you okay?
I'm fine. Revive Ariana and get out of here.
Oh, good, you're here.
Okay. On my signal, get ready to run.
Run where?
Outside to the courtyard. From there, I can summon our ships to take us back to Io.
No, I'm not leaving without Wei.
Do you two want to argue about this when we're not being attacked?
Sorry. And now.
Sir, we have the resistance on the run. They're retreating into the courtyard.
I assume Oros is pursuing them.
Yes.
Tell her to stand down.
Sir?
You heard me. Tell Oros to stand down.
Yes, sir.
So this is what he's turned you into? Look at you. The Saint 14 I knew would never kneel before a murderer.
Interesting choice of words. Murderer. Do you have any idea how many Fallen or Cabal have died by your fists, Wei? Is that not murder too?
That was self-defense. All of those enemies would have killed me first.
They'd say the same about you.
I repeat, stand down.
Alright, Saint 14, but this had better be good.
Woo! That was a wild fight!
It wasn't a fight. It was the two of us hiding behind cover to avoid being killed. And whose bright idea was it to leave me and Marcus to handle Oros ourselves?
That was my fault. You're right. I should have stayed and helped.
Instead, you tried to attack Dredgen Yor, and as a result, Wei Ning is now probably his captive.
Which is why we're going back in to rescue her. Where's Pahanin?
The Outrider shot him in the chest and dragged him into the fortress. We haven't seen either of them since.
And Oros? Tell me you at least wounded her or something.
No, she's too strong and too fast.
And her infinite supply of flaming hammers doesn't help either. We couldn't even tag her, let alone do any decent damage.
Well, at least she doesn't seem to be chasing us. Alright, we're going back into that fortress to rescue Wei. You two ready?
Guys?
Wei!
If any of you move, I will shoot her. And then my shadows will tear you all apart.
If you're going to kill me, get on with it.
No, I will not kill you. But wait.
Don't you dare!
Oh, Ariana, there is nothing you can do to stop this moment, and yet you still try anyway. Is that bravery or foolishness, I wonder?
Don't. Please.
Any last words?
I am not afraid of you.